Let's talk about socialization in America. Let's begin with the image of a bebe. Infants start out with a clean, empty slate. They know nothing about language, or religion, or sports, or directions. But they don't stay that way for very long. A child quickly understands societal norms, cues, and expectations. This is largely thanks to the adults, educators, media, books, and songs that are put in front of them. All of these things help form the identity of every individual, including you and me. We are all impacted by the process of socialization. We're going to cover 7 of the more common areas of socialization. So let's start with race and ethnicity, because it has historically and presently caused a lot of harm, pain, and disadvantages. Race is a construct created to promote a white supremacist mentality. This type of thinking places whiteness atop all other races and says that anything other than whiteness is inferior. We don't ascribe to that though, right? People of color are most obviously negatively impacted by our racial socialization. This has looked like redlining, microaggressions, and self-hatred. White communities are also negatively impacted by our racial socialization. There's often a lack of racial diversity in social circles and a lack of empathy for non-white communities. Ethnicity is essentially your roots. Some of us can connect with our roots, while some of us cannot. This could be for a variety of reasons, by birth, by choice, or by historical moments. Our ethnic groups are often tied to our culture. Consider African Americans, Cuban Americans, Asian Americans, Irish Americans. Every group have their own particular cultural dynamics, customs, and norms. Now, how does this play out? Let's take, for example, an accent. In America, we kind of glamorize the French accent or the British accent, but we kind of have a harder time with a Nigerian accent or an Indian accent. Those are perceived as difficult to understand and not as desirable. Wonder why that is. Race and ethnicity play a role in how we judge and see each other. Let's talk about sex, baby. For this discussion, sex will be broken down into 3 components: organs, behavior, and orientation. Let's recall that baby. When we ask a pregnant person what the gender of the baby is, we're actually asking about the sex of the baby. We want to know the organs. Sex in this instance is referring to internal and external genitalia and chromosomes. Terms associated with sex could be intersex, trans female, trans male, cis female, male, and female. Next, we have gender. Gender is behavior, tendencies, traits, norms associated with male and female. But gender is a social construct too. Historically, gender has been defined as a male-female binary. This is wrong. This erasure is harmful and inaccurate. Gender roles have shifted over time and will continue to shift over time. As a reminder, in the 1800s, women didn't wear pants, but some did. There have always been individuals bucking societal norms. Sometimes it's required, sometimes it's by choice. In ancient China, as early as the 1st millennia BCE, historians believe that the working class commonly wore trousers. So it's cool to wear pants if you're the working class. Sounds classist. Finishing up with sex, we have sexual orientation. This is about who you're attracted to. Perhaps you identify as asexual, pansexual, fluid, queer, lesbian, gay, or even straight. We are socialized into this binary system that says that males are physically strong, emotionally unavailable, and somehow just innately financially responsible. Our socialization says that a straight couple holding hands is so cute. However, a gay couple holding hands is flaunting a lifestyle. This line of thinking is inaccurate and harmful. An important note here: to teach sex as a binary is like proclaiming there's only 2 holidays. That is just not accurate. You may choose to only celebrate 2 holidays. You should still acknowledge the existence of other holidays. The same is true with gender and orientation. There's more than just 2. Religion. In the United States, we are socialized to prioritize Christianity. Our money says, "In God we trust." Many of us in school pledged our allegiance to a flag under God, and Christmas is a federal holiday, while Yom Kippur, Ramadan, and the Lunar New Year do not receive this designation. No other religion receives a federal holiday. Because of our religious socialization, many Americans are largely unaware of other religions and their customs, and we often fear what we don't understand. Age is but a number. We are socialized to undervalue people as they get older. Older professionals are routinely asked, when are you gonna retire? On the other hand, a young professional is considered incompetent and not really taken seriously due to their youthful age. Kind of a double-edged sword on that one. Moving along to nationality. In the US, we're socialized to believe in American exceptionalism. This is the idea that America is inherently different or better than other nations. We have a tendency to believe that other countries need to be saved by us. We are exceptionally good at everything, apparently. Take how we view terrorism. 9/11 was committed by a non-American and was classified as terrorism. However, when American citizens storm the Capitol on January 6th or shoot up schools and grocery stores and concerts, the word terrorism is often not used. Wonder why that is. Economic status. We are socialized to believe that the wealthy are hard workers and that the poor are lazy. Quick example, a celebrity goes into a restaurant and has their bill comped by the management. That same manager, who could be any of us, is less likely to give $1 to a neighbor who's experiencing homelessness. But who needs the dollar more? Ableism. Ableism is rooted in the incorrect idea that disabled people need fixing or that their disability defines them. For example, people in wheelchairs are often seen as non-sexual beings, and those of us with depression or anxiety are often seen as weak. Not all disabilities receive the same stigmatization. Being visually impaired is a disability, but glasses can be a fashion statement. These are just 7 of the more common areas of socialization, and there are many more. The beautiful thing about all of these socializations is that we can unlearn them. It takes recognition, effort, and practice.